What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to do something a little bit different with the reviews than what I normally do with these characters, and we're just going to start off with these guild raid runs because they take a long time. And, you know, whenever I did the live stream for the summons for Cassandra and Taki, I was a little disappointed that I kept getting Cassandra's over and over because Taki was the ultimate goal for me, right? However, after playing Cassandra, guys, I can say that she is insane. The intensity of this character, the voice acting of this character, her play style, she is nuts. She's crazy in Dream Match as well. So let me talk a little bit about her, guys. Now I am going to be kind of looking at my other account on my phone just to be fully transparent with you guys because I don't remember everything about the girl, but she has an insane leadership, 70% attack to soul caliber fighters. That is insane. So we're using her leadership. We do have Taki for a striker, and when it comes to Cassandra's passives, you know, she has 15% PG rate, which is insane, guys. She's got 18% damage on a critical hit, which is actually pretty wild considering how much damage this character does, because she doesn't have that increased damage by 30% on a critical hit. That's actually pretty wild. And then she also has an insane buff where she increased attack by 7.5% and attack speed by 0.5% every active skill used. So every time you use an active skill, you're increasing your attack, and this can stack up to 10. Which is nuts, guys. That's 75% extra attack, and when it's at maximum attacks, you can reset your active skill cooldowns and applies the effect to your teammates for 10 seconds. That is insane, so it makes her a really good support as well as an insane damage dealer, as you guys can see already. And then she also applies physical damage equal to 300% of attack for every attack landed on enemies affected by Starlight. So it's very important to have Starlight applied to the characters, so that way you can do more damage to them. And then she's immune to burn, shock, bleed, darkness, starlight, stun, and freeze. She's immune to almost everything, which makes her really great for PvP. And then she decreases finisher skill cooldown by 1 second every active skill used. So every time we use an active skill, we're going to decrease the finisher skill cooldown, which is insane, guys. It's going to add her survivability. It's going to put her in iframes. Really nice. She also has a damage immunity for 5 seconds whenever her HP is at 50% or less, and it's on a 9-second cooldown. So every other 4 seconds you can have this immunity. But on top of that, if you guys notice, she also has a critical hit shield from her first skill. And this is a shield that you can proc every single time you use her first skill. So not only does she have the immunity core, not only does she have a 15% recovery heal when she guards, but she also has a critical hit shield on demand. You can use it whenever the skill is available to add even more survivability because she won't take any damage during this. That is insane, guys. Insane. And if you notice, her playstyle is wild. I have her concentrate unlocked because she is at A5, so you can actually reset the third skill over and over and over. And guess what? I mean, it's pretty much Beyblade insane, right? It's Beyblade maximum is what she is. She's just crazy. And in this run, I'm actually showing how tanky she actually is because I'm not really using her shield to protect from Rugal's explosion. I'm not using it at all. I will in the next run to show that how you really should play her. But in this run, I'm not doing it. I'm just going for gold. Now, one thing about Cassandra that's really important is, you notice, guys, I'll use my default before I run into her skills. The reason I use her default is because it has an insane critical damage buff. I mean, critical damage increases by 60% for 10 seconds whenever you do that default, which is nice. It also increases her defenses by 50%, which is just going to add more damage to the character. So you only use your default before you run into her concentrate or before you even do her 3 skills. If you have her at A1, A2, A3, A4, and you don't have the concentrate, then you just still want to do that default and then go, you know, 3-1-2, 3-1-2, 3-1-2, 3-1-2 over and over and over, man. She is really crazy. Her second skill applies the Starlight, which is awesome, guys. She also has the daze where it decreases damage dealt by 70% and defenses by 80%, which is actually really, really nice. Her radiant lasts for 10 seconds, which is awesome. She's got a critical damage buff when you tap the first skill twice by 80%, which is insane. And she increases all of her teammates by 140%. So on top of her core passive and on top of her first skill, she has a lot of buffs, right? And the first time you tap the skill, it increases her active skill damage by 200% and increases her defenses by 90%. I mean, yeah, I gotta look at my phone, guys. There's no way I'd remember all this. No way I could remember every single thing on here, right? And then her third skill is awesome because, you know, it's the Beyblade movement where she just does that spin, which is, by the way, insane for Dream Match and for, like, this here. Like, she just, guys, she's got her hyper on the whole time. And she just, I mean, it's awesome, man. Because it's on her hyper armor skill, plus they increase her critical rate by 30%. Just insanity, right? I mean, just freaking bonkers. I'll show you guys the card sets and everything that I'm using on her to do this run, but this is on a free-to-play account. This is without a level up codex. My fame system is only at level 10. And she's doing this much damage. To put things in perspective, guys, my A7 Devil Jin, who actually has a little bit more fame system than my Cassandra, let me back it up a little bit, actually does about 50 billion with a team. With a team, guys, that's applying the right dots. This girl, right, she got, 45 billion? 45 billion on her own, a complete solo on this account. She's doing almost as much damage in a solo as A7 Devil Jin with a team. Now, when you put a team with the girl, that's when it gets really, really insane. So you're going to see these damage numbers go up because now we're going to get the buffs from Kusanagi, right? His increased target damage received on top of his attack, right, from his first skill. And you're going to, and plus we're applying the right dots, so we're going to be able to break the meter a whole lot faster. And honestly, guys, I can actually improve this score if I would use that Nina card that actually decreases the skill cooldown, because I'm kind of having the same problem with this as I did with Rugal in the past, where there's time where it's being wasted switching between my characters. And if I had that tag cooldown, I bet you I could increase my score even more, to be perfectly honest. Because I could bring in Cassandra right away, and over time we just do more damage. But look at this, guys. Look at her. Just Beyblade insanity, right? By the way, not to sidetrack, but with this mic, guys, I'm hoping that, nothing gets cut out, like anytime I laugh. Because I know in past videos that's been kind of a problem. It's honestly really annoying. So hopefully this will help out, but I just don't know what the quality is actually going to be like. I actually use this mic on my other channel whenever I do moto vlogs, but we'll see. But we're not gonna play this whole thing, guys. You're just kind of showing you how we do the runs. I mean, it's the same old typical when we do the team style, right? Whenever I started off with Cassandra, I enter her 3PG, that way her concentrate's ready, and then after that, I'll bring in Chun-Li, build up 3PG. After the 3PG, apply poison, then bring in Kusanagi, 3-2-1, and then boom, bring in Cassandra, 3-2-1, do the default, so we get that extra critical damage buff, and then, the third skill, and just over and over and over. And I haven't even touched on Cassandra, just like her voice acting. Even though this is the English version, and I've listened to the other versions and they're amazing, right? I mean, nothing's going to top the originals, right? But I think these voice actors, at least for Cassandra, did an amazing job. She's intense. She sounds insane. She's getting into it. I mean, the whole, the way she, the grunts, it really, puts her in this light where she's just terrorizing, right? Even though she's got this innocent look going on, there's nothing innocent about what she's doing, right? Now, I've seen the comparisons between her and Captain America, and you know what? That's honestly a compliment to the character. Captain America's insane. Well, at least coming from a comic book guy that loves, comic books and loves Captain America. But she's amazing, guys. And I do think that she's probably stronger than Taki. From what I've seen, she looks like she is stronger. But that's not to say Taki's bad, guys. She's insane. A lot of people sometimes, when they look at these new characters, they think, who's the strongest? Who's the best? And to be truthful, guys, whether you had Taki or Cassandra, they're both insane. They're both amazing characters. They're both going to destroy and get it done for sure. They both have insane survivability. And I know I'm kind of, sidetracking, so I want to digress and get back on Cassandra, because I really kind of sometimes will go in these rants where, I just always want to reinforce how important it is just to go for your favorite characters, guys. No matter who it is, no matter how strong they are, you should really always go for that, because that's the only way you can actually enjoy this game. But for you Soul Calibur fans, I mean, especially if you're a Cassandra fan, man, she is nuts. And the thing is, guys, you can guard, get a heal in Omega Rugal. You can bring up the critical hit shield, like what I'm doing every time he does his explosion, right? You'll notice I'll hit that first skill right after this 3PG. I'll hit that first skill, so that way I have that critical hit shield, and I won't take any damage at all, right? We'll hit that first skill, boom. Nothing. We didn't take any damage. In fact, we could have took no damage throughout this entire run, which is something else, because with the team effect of having all the Soul Calibur characters, you're going to get an increased attack. But I haven't really looked, guys, but I need to. But I believe, if you get down below 70% HP, like previous collaborations, they will lose that attack buff. But when you got a character like this, you can just keep it up the whole time. She's the one absorbing all the damage, and she doesn't take any damage at all, and has a heal. right? And has an immunity core. Like she's insane all around as far as damage, survivability. I just love the way she holds up that shield. You know, it's just, oh, it's great. I mean, I'm going to speed through this a little bit, guys. We're going to kind of push through this a little bit and get to the end here. Here we go. Down to the last 8 seconds. And you got, look at the score, guys. Look at the score. Right? That is insanity, what she's doing. Right? Is there a need for it? No. But is it cool? Yes. Right? It's really cool to see these kind of damage numbers. So, like, you know, new players that really went all out and went for A5, Cassandra, or even just have her at A1, guys, it's going to be just insane. 121 billion on a free-to-play account that doesn't have a level up codex. And like I said, again, I want to put things in perspective, guys. My A7 Devil Jin with the exact same team with Kusanagi and Chun-Li does about 50 billion here. 50 billion. Cassandra is doing over double his damage at A5. She's not even A7, and she's doing over double the damage, which shows you the level of power creep that we have, but just also the insanity of Cassandra. So now I'm going to show you guys a little run against Haramao. This is tier 49 against regular Haramao, right? And she's pretty much going to solo this. In fact, if I would have played her right, she would have soloed it. But I actually forgot about her damn shield whenever I did this originally. I actually did this run on a live stream. But always remember that when she has that shield up, she isn't going to take any damage. When you use that first skill, she won't take any damage, right? And then if you guard, you can actually get a heal on top of that. So if you play it properly, you're all good. But check this out. We hit the concentrate, right? We do the default. And we'll hit the deep. Look at this. Oh my God. I mean, he's a vicious bastard. Oh, he just won't let me get in there. He just won't let me get in there, right? And then we hit the concentrate. Look at the third skill over and over and over. Try to break that shield. And look at that, guys. Right? Pretty much a solo. She got down to 1%. She can definitely solo this. If I would have used her critical shield a little bit more efficiently, it would have been way, way better because then I wouldn't have took any damage. But it's all good, right? It's all good. Right? It just shows you the power level of the character. It's actually pretty damn insane, right? Just using Rugal here to finish them off. But yeah, I just wanted to show that, you know, show that she can actually solo Haramao as well. This is tier 49. I mean, the girl is insane, guys. She is just bonkers. And as far as what I was using on her, right? This is what I was using on her. I was using the Rugal set. With the set that's in the banner, she's actually going to be even stronger. Now, I will say this. This card here is really amazing for her. The critical rate, the critical damage is insanity, right? Now, I opted to use this card here that does decrease skill cooldown and also increases critical damage by 25% when a fighter lands an active skill or when a Soul Calibur fighter lands an active skill. But, I mean, you could switch it with another one of her cards that actually increases Starlight. That might actually be better. This card right here, which increases Bleed, Starlight, and Darkness damage to Soul Calibur fighters by 65%. This might actually be better because she does have Starlight, guys. Like, that dot just eats away at opponents on top of the physical damage. And as far as her imprint stones, I got 4 of these imprint stones, guys. This is a free-to-play account. I've acquired this all free to play. And if I put one more stone, that's another thing, guys. My Devil Jin has all 5 stones. He has all 5 of the double attack Tekken stones. And yet she still did that much more damage than him. Right? And I'm using Devil Jin as a basis to show just how strong this girl is. It's just crazy. Right? 4 of these stones, just insanity. As far as the core, guys, this is what I opted to go with on our core. I increased all of her attack, and I increased her first skills damage, and I increased the Stardust damage. What I should have done, guys, is I should have leveled up Angelic Twirl. What you really want to have is the default. You want to have Angelic Twirl completely leveled up. Those are going to be the best ones, and I think really the second skill in hindsight. So I don't think this is really correct, and Concentrate definitely for damage. So I'm probably going to actually reset this and level up Angelic Twirl because this is the Concentrate skill. It's kind of silly that I didn't level that up, but again, It just shows you how strong the character is. But you want to max out her default because you are going to be using that thing quite often to really increase her critical damage. And you will do more damage if you do her default before you run through her skills or before you use her concentrate. She will do more damage if you do the default first and then go into your other skills, at least from the testing that I've done. And this here should be maxed. This should be maxed. This should be maxed. And then, you know, the second skill actually applies to Starlight. So maybe these three should be maxed and then this one a little bit if you can. And obviously, if you want more CP, then just increase her attack, defense, penetration, and HP. You know, attack and penetration will increase her damage more so. Well, actually, the defense will increase her damage as well because she does have buffs based off her defense. But I'm loving Cassandra, guys. It actually gets me super, super excited for the upcoming banner and really makes me want to just try to get Taki to A5. But, you know, considering I got about 30,000 rubies left, I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to farm as many rubies as I can and see what happens whenever the Volume 2 banner shows up as far as what I'm going to do as far as Taki is concerned. But again, guys, Cassandra is just... I mean, she's off the wall, guys. She's off the chain. She's just an absolute beast. So, guys, let me know what you think about Cassandra. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. J2+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.